Sox. And that brings up Nate Wolf, getting to start at first base tonight. And Wolf bloops this one on the infield, and that will get caught by the shortstop Witkowski. And a tough break there as Wolf pops out on one pitch with runners at the corners. So now Morgan Brown. Brown getting the start short tonight. Pops this one down the right field line, and this will drop foul for strike one. Brown grounds this one foul to the other side, and it is 0-2. Brown at 262, 2 doubles, 8 RBIs. First and third with nobody out to begin the inning, and Brown lucky to foul that one off. His backswing may have gotten a piece of the umpire. Alvarez with a single, Schroeder with a bloop single that got Alvarez over to third. But then a one-pitch pop-up by Wolf. And now Brown behind in the count, 0-2. And Brown grounds this one up the middle and through for a base hit, and we have a tie ball game. Great piece of two-strike hitting by Brown to go down and get that one. Blue Sox tie the game at 1. Didn't have to wait for the 6th inning to touch up Dunphy. Although touch up maybe a bit extreme, but you get the idea. They got to him early on. Now Anderson Jimenez. Ball 1. Leva surprised by that call. Swing and a miss. Anderson may be helping out Dunphy there, but it's 1-1. Jimenez at 340, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 11 RBIs. He lines this one, and it's off the turf. Out is at second, and they return the throw to first for the double play. So it's a 4-6-3 double play, and the inning is over, but the Blue Sox do tie the game. And after 1.5, it is 1-1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. One run, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left for the Blue Sox. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left for the Chiefs through 1.5. Brown's RBI single gave him his 9th RBI of the year and his 17th hit. The 17 hits are tied for second most on the club. Ross Curley leading the club with 22 hits. So it'll be the bottom third of the order, due up in the bottom of the second for the Chiefs. Evan Reynolds, Nick Leva, and Michael Nestor. Both teams only able to capitalize with one run in with a 2-on, nobody-out situation. Chiefs in the bottom of the first. Blue Sox in the top of the second. Evan Reynolds, the second baseman, will lead things off. Reynolds at .258, 1 homer, 4 RBIs, 7 walks compared to 12 strikeouts. His homer is the only extra base hit he's recorded this year. As Pena hits the outside corner with a fastball for strike 1. This is into center field. Ferguson camping under it, and he reaches up and makes the catch for a quick out, number 1. So Reynolds 0 for 2 against the Blue Sox on the season after that flyout. Now it'll be the catcher, Nick Leva. Leva at .206, 4 RBIs, no extra base hits. And that misses for ball 1. Swung at a pitch that may have been off the plate, but it's 1-1. Defensive alignment for the Blue Sox, left to right in the outfield, Zaire, Ferguson, and Alvarez. Third to first in the infield, Jimenez, as this is time called by Leva. Jimenez, Brown, Berry, and Wolf, and Schroeder catching Pena. The 1-1, down and away for ball 2. 3 strikeouts in the bottom of the first for Pena. Steve Passatempo with the RBI single to get the Chiefs on the board first in that half inning. And now time is called again. 2-1 the count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch, and it's 2-2. On deck is the right fielder, Michael Nestor. And that just misses down and away, full count. Payoff pitch. Grounded over the Chiefs dugout and on top of the Chiefs dugout. Swing and a miss at a pitch that darted down and away. Beautiful slider by Pena. 4th strikeout for Pena, and there's 2 down. And as promised, the right fielder, Michael Nestor. Nestor playing in his 10th game, .267 hitter. No extra base hits, no RBIs. As that was a delayed strike call, but it's 0-1. This is grounded to the right side. Barry's got it. On to first. Throw nearly pulled Wolf off the bag, but he stays with it. And it's a 1-2-3 bottom of the second for Junior Pena. After 2 complete, 1-1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow the Blue Sox on the web at LexingtonBlueSox.com, Facebook.com/LexingtonBlueSox, and on Twitter and Instagram at BlueSox_ICL. Looks like Steve Gambale wants an explanation on some of these strike calls. One other game going on in the World of the Intercity League tonight. Malden is playing Somerville. That's a home game for Somerville at Lexington High. Somerville fighting for their playoff lives. Malden trying to get to double-digit wins. Actually, only the Blue Sox and Alabrandis have actually clinched a playoff berth. Only the Blue Sox have clinched a first-round bye. Actually, I may be mistaken. Actually, no, yeah, Alabrandis have clinched a playoff berth. I was about to say, do they have first-round bye? No, they don't. Blue Sox will clinch at least a share of the regular season title with a win. And if they win this game, then they will need just a win or a tie or a Alabrandis loss or tie to clinch the first round bye, the number one overall seed, I should say, in the regular season pennant. John Barry leading things off. Can start second base tonight as that misses outside for ball one. Of course, the Blue Sox have back-to-back games against the Alabrandis next week, Monday and Tuesday. Monday at LHS, Tuesday at Victory Field. This is looped into center field and down for a base hit, a leadoff single for John Barry. Barry picking up his second at-bat in second hit in 10 at-bats, but also has 2 RBIs, so he's batting .200 on the year. Back to the top of the line for Dominic Zaire, who worked a 4-pitch walk to begin the ball game as he takes upstairs ball one. The defensive alignment for the Chiefs, left to right in the outfield, Passatempo, Sereno, and Nestor. Dom thinks about bunting again, pulls back, and it's ball two. Third to first in the infield, Caulfield, Witkowski. Reynolds and Waldrop and Leva catching Dunphy. Rainbow toss over to first. Blue Sox with 4 hits through the first 2+. This is grounded to the left side. Witkowski's got on a slow hop to second for one, and it pops out of the glove of the second baseman, Reynolds. So that'll be a fielder's choice, E4. And it's first and second, nobody out. So Kyle 80. Second straight inning that the Blue Sox have had the first 2 men aboard. Only got 1 run out of it last inning. Can they get more out of it here? This is pop foul and into the screen for strike 1 to even the count. This year, something new happened at Maplewood. It used to be that there was this screen hung over the home plate area and basically an awning. So pop-ups were just immediately, as this is grounded to the right side. And that's bobbled by Reynolds. Two errors in the inning on the second baseman, Reynolds, and the bases are loaded. Bases loaded. Nobody out for Taylor Ferguson. And Ferguson grounds this one up the middle. This will at least get a run home. Reynolds gets that one cleanly onto first safe. So Barry scores. It's a fielder's choice RBI. Up to third goes there. 80 is retired 6-4, and the Blue Sox lead 2-1. Runners at the corners, 1 out for Julian Alvarez. As he takes low for ball 1. But to complete my thought about the new setup here at Maplewood, there was this screen that the screen was basically an awning over the home plate area. in the dugout, so pop-ups would just be immediately dead balls if they were popped straight up. Now there's a little, now the awning goes much higher up. It's not hanging over the field, it's just completely vertical. Ferguson takes off and looks the runner back at third to make sure there's no double steal, but Ferguson picks up the stolen base. And it is 3-0. Zaire at third, Ferguson at second. He may do the unintentional, intentional walk here to set up the double play ball. Well, Alvarez went after it and fouled it off, so it's 3-1. One out in the inning. And that runs in. Wow, that was a strike. Okay, 3-2. Thought that darted a little too inside for Alvarez. As he pops this one up down the right field line, and this is trouble, and it drops foul. So it remains 3-2. Alvarez was ahead 3-0. Now he's got a full count here, 3-2. Taking a moment to get settled back in. Two runners in scoring position. As this is ground to the left side, through for a base hit. One run scores. Ferguson will be held at third. Alvarez comes through with the RBI single. And now the throw is a miscommunication by the defense, and now Ferguson scores anyway. So it is 4-1. Now Mitch Schroeder, as he grounds this one to the left side, fielded by Caulfield to second for one, return throw to first, not in time. Gambale not happy. Chiefs infield not happy. Fielder's choice allows Schroeder to reach. Runner on first, 2 down for Nate Wolf. That was a bang-bang play at first, and unfortunately for the Chiefs, it didn't go their way. As Nate Wolf takes strike one. Wolf popped up to short his first time up in the second. Outside corner with a slider, and it's strike two. Blue Sox taking the lead with a 3-run third. Took the lead with a 3-run second last night. As that's down and away, skips away from Leva, but Schroeder didn't get a good read, so he can't advance. One, two, the count to Wolf. He's the 7th man to bat in the inning. We've had 2 hits and 2 errors in this inning. Outside corner, strike 3 called, and the side is retired. Dunphy picks up his first strikeout, but the Blue Sox pick up 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors, and leave 1. After 2.5, 4-1 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. LSP's next broadcast is Monday night at 7:55 p.m. when the Blue Sox host the Alabrandies. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. So we go to the bottom of the third. It'll be the top third of the order due up for the Chiefs: Sereno, Witkowski, and Waldrop. Sereno led off the bottom of the first with a single and eventually came around to score the game's first run. That is low for ball one to Sereno. As he hits this one down the left field line, and that will get foul, despite the best efforts of Zaire to chase that one down in the corner. And the count will be 1-1. High for ball two, 2-1 to the Chiefs' leadoff hitter. Sereno fourth in the ICL in batting average, entering play at .411 as that's taken outside 3-1. Trailing Zach Tallis, Ross Curley, and the league leader Derek Bauer, who leads the league at .448. That's on the inside corner, strike two to fill the count. Witkowski on deck. This is fouled off. Sereno third in the ICL and OPS at .1038. As he fouls off another one. This is a very tough at-bat being put up by Sereno. Three-two once again. Into left field, Zaire over towards the line, makes the catch, one down. So an 8-pitch battle results in a flyout to left. Leadoff man set down, and that'll bring up Nate Witkowski. Singled his first time up in the first. As he dribbles this one foul over the head of Waldrop in the on-deck circle for strike one. Bottom of the third, 3 runs in the top half of this inning for the Blue Sox to give them the lead. Curveball might have slipped out of his hand a little bit early. 1-1. Curveball misses high, 2-1. Fastball and the slider have been working well for Pena. Let's see what he goes to here. At the knee, strike two. Curveball has been getting the same results, and now and apparently the home plate umpire is giving a warning to the Chiefs dugout for arguing balls and strikes. So 2-2 the count. And that's reached for and fouled off. Most of the Chiefs dugout isn't actually in the dugout. They're they're sitting on buckets or standing up down the third base foul territory area. 2-2 once again. Curveball down and in, 3-2. Another full count for Pena this inning. Ben Waldrop on deck representing the tying run, as this is dribbled foul at the dish. Blue Sox looking to win the season series against the Blue Sox looking to win the season series against the Chiefs, 3-1. Chiefs looking to salvage the season series split. The 3-2 once again. Here it is. Ball 4. Close pitch, but that brings the tying run to. I misspoke. Waldrop is not the tying run, my mistake. The tying run is now in the on-deck circle in Passatempo. So Witkowski picks up the walk, the first walk issued by Pena tonight. And Waldrop, who struck out swinging his first time up, goes after that one and comes up empty for strike 1. Waldrop the season against the Blue Sox, 2 for 9 with a solo home run. He grounds this one to the right side, through for a base hit. Witkowski up to second, and now that brings the tying run to the plate in the person of Steve Passatempo. And top to bottom, this is a lineup loaded with guys that can lose one over that short outfield wall here at Maplewood. Passatempo singled home the Chiefs' first run and stole a base in the first. First pitch to him. Here it is. Curveball waited on and fouled off for strike 1. It's been mostly two-seamer curveball slider. With a little bit of a changeup from Pena thus far. Haven't seen the changeup much, though. It's fouled off, and Passatempo behind 0-2. I think you got to go slider away here, right? Makes contact, force him to push one to the first baseman. Slider away. Well, he went away. And Passatempo laid off, and it's 1-2. Witkowski at second, Waldrop at first, tying run at the plate. Breaking ball locks him up for strike 3 called. Strikeout number 5 for Pena. 2 down for Andrew Caulfield. Caulfield struck out swinging his first time up in the first. And that runs inside for ball 1, curveball. One run in the bottom of the first for the Chiefs, 1 in the top of the second, 3 in the top of the third for the Blue Sox. Caulfield takes on the outside corner, strike one. Sereno flew out to left after a lengthy at-bat to begin this inning, but a walk and a single put first and second with one out, and the strikeout at Passatempo. And now a foul off. Strike two. Rick DeAngelis and Matt Karras arguing over who's going to fetch that foul ball for the umpire. Got to be a breaking ball here, right? Out of the zone. Well, it was a curveball down. I think Schroeder wanted that one away, too, but it stayed on the inner half, but below the zone, so it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, slow curveball got him. And the side is retired. That is 6 strikeouts through the first 3 for Junior Pena. After 3 complete, 4-1 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Four runs, 5 hits, no errors, 3 left for the Blue Sox. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors, 4 left for the Chiefs. As we go to the top of the 4th with the bottom third of the order due up for the Blue Sox, Morgan Brown, Anderson Jimenez, and John Barry. Brown came through with an RBI single his first time up. And he breaks his bat to the left side. Tough play for Witkowski, and that's not going to be in time. So Morgan beats out an infield single, his second hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up Anderson Jimenez. Jimenez grounded into a 4-6-3 double play to end the second, one of 2 double plays the Blue Sox have grounded into tonight. As he swings at the first pitch and pops this one up, this is going to be a tough play, and this will be caught by the right fielder, Nestor, for out number 1. Oh, you were never... Not the best idea to swing at the first pitch with a runner at first and less than 2 out, right? Is that what the baseball adage is? Regardless, 1 on, 1 out for John Barry. Singled and scored his first time up in the 3rd. And he takes at the knees for strike 1. Blue Sox with a 4-1 lead with a chance to get to 19 wins. Outside, ball 1. Win would assure them of at least a share of the ICL regular season pennant. And with 2 games against the Yellow Brandies coming up Monday and Tuesday night, can lock up first place. 1 and 2 as Barry fouls that one off. Blue Sox and Albrandys have 2 games against each other. Albrandys have a game against Wakefield on Sunday over at Walsh. Then they have a suspended game to complete against Melrose on Wednesday. They've got 1 game that was rained out early in the season that hasn't been rescheduled at all. That's against Reading, and that could be a big game for both teams in terms of postseason positioning. This is fouled the other way. Only the Blue Sox and Albrandys have clinched playoff berths thus far. This is into right center field, and that will get caught by the center fielder Sereno, who whips it back to first. And now the throw's offline, but it's backed up by Leva. That was sinking fast. Good hustle by Sereno. So the lineup turns over for Dominic Zaire. 1 for 2. 0 for 1, rather. Walked leading off the ball game. Reached on fielder's choice and scored in the 3rd. As that is outside with a fastball for ball 1. Brown still at first after the leadoff infield single. 2-0. Dom taken all the way on 2-0, and it's a strike, 2-1. Zaire this year against the Chiefs coming into play 1 for 5 with a run scored. He hits this one down the right field line, and that will slice foul. So 2-2 the count to Dom. He's had his most success against the Reading Bulldogs this year, going 3 for 8 with a run batted in. Also 3 for 10 against Melrose with 4 runs scored. Throw back to first. Brown not going anywhere. Blue Sox with 6 hits and 4 runs. Dom grounds this one to the left side. Witkowski's got it. He'll fire onto second for the force that retires the side. So after 3.5, we are halfway home. It is still the Blue Sox 4 and the Chiefs 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. Six, 7, and 8 due up for the Chiefs here in the bottom of the 4th. Cabral, Reynolds, and Leva. Cabral struck out looking to end the 1st when the Blue Sox squashed a chance for the Chiefs to pad their lead with 2nd and 3rd. And that's down away for ball 1. That's at the knees for strike 1, 1-1. Cabral, 214 hitter with 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, and 9 walks compared to 8 strikeouts. It's entering play tonight. In there for a strike 2, 1-2. Cabral 0 for 2 with 2 walks against the Blue Sox this year as he grounds this one to short. Brown on to first. In time, 1 down. That'll bring up Evan Reynolds, the second baseman. Flew out to center, leading off the second his first time up. As that's down and away for ball 1. Reynolds comes up empty at that one, and it's 1-1. Reynolds coming off a 3 for 3 game with 2 runs scored, a homer and 4 RBIs against the Alabrandis 2 nights ago. He fouls that one off, and it's 2-2. Reynolds had been 0 for his last 6 and 1 for his last 8 prior to that outburst the other night. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 7 for Pena. 2 down for Nick Leva. Leva put up a good battle his first time up in the second, but ended up going down on strikes. Curveball just misses upstairs for ball 1. Doesn't look like there's anyone warming behind Pena right now in the Blue Sox bullpen. As Leva hits this one into left field, and Zaire will reach up with one hand and make the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Pena, and after 4 complete, still 4-1 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about streaming your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, meeting, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Bottom 5 hitters in the Chiefs lineup are combined 0 for 9 to this point with 5 strikeouts. Two, 3, and 4 due up for the Blue Sox here in the top of the 5th. 80, Ferguson, and Alvarez. 80 to lead things off. Reached on an error his last time up. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play his first time up. He's 0 for 2. And he takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Oh and 2 is 80. A little shocked at that call. 80 trying to get his first hit of the ball game. Has to do with 2 strikes. He'll take down and away ball one. Inside, ball two. So 80 gets it from 0-2 to 2-2. Dunphy working quickly. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike three. Looked like a high off-speed pitch, but obviously with the quick pitch, 80 was not ready for it, and he becomes just the second strikeout victim of Dunphy tonight. One down at the top of the fifth. That brings up Taylor Ferguson. Ferg reached on fielder's choice for an RBI. His last time up, also stole base and scored. In that 3-run inning, that is currently the difference in this game, as he takes on the inside corner for strike one. Berg 0 for 2, ground out to short, fielder's choice. Takes outside, ball one. Infield playing back here, as that drifts outside. Looked like a two-seam fastball there from Dunphy. Working quickly. This is grounded up the middle. Witkowski's got it. On to first, 2 down. So the Blue Sox had the leadoff man aboard in every inning until now, and they've gotten the first 2 men retired in order. See what Alvarez can do. 2 for 2 with 2 singles, a run scored, and 2 RBIs. As he hits this one up the middle and through for a base hit into the right center field gap. That went further than I thought it would. Alvarez is on his way to second. The throw into second is not in time. Alvarez is 3 for 3 as he finds the gap with a double. Now Mitch Schroeder. 1 for 2, singled in the second. Ground into a fielder, reached on a fielder's choice, I should say, in the third. Low for ball one. I know it would sound silly to say it's an insurance run standing at second when you're already up 3, but you can never have too many runs against the Chiefs, as that is swung on and missed. A feeble attempt there by Schroeder. It's 1-1. Chiefs have hit the most home runs in the Interstate League by far this year, 14. As that catches the outside corner, strike 2. This is reach for to the other side. This pulls the first baseman Waldrop off the bag, but he gets it to the pitcher covering for the out. That retires the side. So nothing comes of the 2-out double, and after 4.5, still 4-1 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Mike Gedman is watching. How's it going, Mike? It's Sorry, the Chiefs aren't doing better right now, but good to see you're tuning in. And the Chiefs players just heard me mention you in the chat, and they all want to say hi. So, what else should I tell them, guys? That's family friendly. Put the chips down? Is that what he said? That was Nate saying that, by the way, Mike. So, all right. Michael Nestor, Tony Serino, and Nate Witkowski, the 9-1-2 hitters, due up here in the bottom of the fifth for the Chiefs. Pena delivers, and the first pitch is popped up just behind the infield. Brown makes the catch. One pitch, one out. Now Tony Serino singled and scored the only Chiefs run back in the first, flew out to left his last time up in the third. Taking all the way to strike one. Sounds like there's action behind Tim Dunphy in the Chiefs bullpen. Well, breaking ball fouled off, and Serino behind 0-2. Blocked by Schroeder. Can't say it's in the dirt at this field, as it's an all-turf field. The only dirt is on the pitching mound. 1-2 the count to Serino with Nate Witkowski on deck. Just missed. Schroeder tried to frame that, snap it back up into the zone, but home plate umpire wasn't buying it. 2-2 to Serino. Slider down and in, and now the count runs full. Payoff pitch. Into left center field. Ferguson's on the run. It gets down all the way to the wall. Serino's around second. He's on his way to third. Here comes the relay to the third, and it is not in time. It's a triple for Tony Serino. Do they get him? Serino looks like he's a little hurt. So runner at third, one out. And Nate Witkowski fouls this one off for strike one. Serino now 2 for 3. And Witkowski trying to reach base for the third time. Singled in the first, walked in the third. Serino dancing off of third. The pitch is a check swing, but it's a strike. And it's 0-2. Pena was ahead of Serino 0-2, but couldn't put him away. Went to 3-2 before he lined that opposite field triple. What's he got for Witkowski on 0-2? Just missed the outside corner, 1-2. Got to keep Witkowski off base, even if that means conceding the run. Because right now, Ben Waldrop represents the tying run in the on-deck circle. And I mean that's this time. Swing and a miss. Big curveball dying out of the zone. 8 strikeouts for Pena. And now Waldrip. 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. This is grounded down the first base line, but foul for strike 1. In the top of the 6th, the Blue Sox will have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up. Wolf, Brown, and Jimenez. The 0-1. Downstairs for ball 1. Sereno off of third. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Starting to find the curveball here when he needs it. 1-2. The curveball wasn't working. The slider got him out of trouble. The slider has been working lately, but now the curveball's been helping him. And there's the curveball again, and it's fouled off. Just don't try to sneak it down and in. 1-2 the count. Pena comes set. The pitch. Dribble down the first base line and foul. Good job by Waldrip to spoil a couple of tough pitches. Tying run still stands in the on-deck circle for the Chiefs, and right now that's Steve Passatempo. 1-2 the count. Here we go again. Blocked. Schroeder's got it, and now Sereno scampers back to third. Much like Trum Field, there isn't a whole lot of territory behind the home plate area. And you got the wooden blocks here that make caroms back to the catcher on wild pitches easier to throw out would-be runners. 2-2. Towering fly ball. And it'll be Alvarez making the catch, straddling the line for the out. That retires the side. Waldrip got under it just a bit too much. And the side is retired. After 5 complete, still 4-1 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow the Blue Sox on the web at LexingtonBlueSox.com, Facebook.com/Lexington Blue Sox, and on Twitter and Instagram at BlueSox_ICL. Going to be a new pitcher for the Andre Chiefs, as it'll be David Kearns, their closer, taking over. Kearns making his 6th appearance of the season. No decisions, 4 saves at a 4.20 ERA. In 6 2/3 innings, he's allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 of which are earned, walked 8, and struck out 3. And Kearns' last pitch on July 2nd against the Alabrandies, going 2 innings, allowing 5 hits, 4 earned runs, with 2 walks and no strikeouts. And that was after 4 consecutive appearances in which he converted a save for the Chiefs, allowing 1 unearned run and 3 hits in that span, but also 6 walks, and that was a total of 4 2/3 innings. So Dunphy departs after 5. He's on the hook for the loss if this score holds. Having allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, striking out 2, and just 1 walk. Kearns' first assignment will be Nate Wolf. Wolf was 0 for 2 against Dunphy with a pop-up to short and a strikeout looking. His first pitch from Kearns is inside for ball 1. Wolf, Brown, and Jimenez due up here in the top of the 6th. That pops out of the glove of Leva for ball 2. That sails high for ball 3. Kearns' whip this year is 2.4. We're going to bring that down against the Blue Sox here. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk to begin the top of the 6th. So for the 5th time in 6 innings, the Blue Sox have the leadoff man aboard. Now Morgan Brown, 2 for 2 with 2 singles and an RBI. Wants to bunt, and he has to duck out of the way of that one for ball 1. That skips to the backstop. It's a ball, and up to second goes Wolf, as it looks like the ball may have gone out of play, so Wolf will be frozen at second on the wild pitch. Two 2-0 the count to Brown. We'll see if the bunt is still on here. It is. He pulls back, and it's a strike, 2-1. Ball 3. He's still square here at 3-1. Now he's stepping out to look down at Rick DeAngelis in the third base coach's box, see what's up. Or huh? They're trying to get Rick's attention for something. And it wasn't the signs for Morgan. 3-1. Pulls back. And now Morgan will definitely have to swing the bat as it's strike 2. Well, they got the outcome they wanted out of this at-bat anyway with the wild pitch. 3-2. Let him swing. All the way down to the wall. Wolf will score. Brown into second with a double. Let him swing. Brown picks up his second RBI of the game, and it is 5-1. Now Anderson Jimenez. Outside for ball 1. Jimenez trying to race his offer. 0 for 2, ground into a double play in the second, flew out to right in the fourth. That misses down in, and it's 2-0. Doesn't look like there's anyone warming behind Kearns right now. Catches the inside corner, strike one. Swing and a miss. Probably the best fastball Kearns has thrown in his outing thus far, and it is 2-2. On deck is John Barry. That's fouled off. Just outside, full count. Anderson will gladly take a walk here to get on base. Every Blue Sox has reached base tonight except Anderson. High for ball 4. So first and second, nobody out for John Barry, and this could be a sacrifice situation. He does square, and he gets it down in front of the pitcher's mound. Only play will be an underhand to first. Up to third goes Brown. Up to second goes Jimenez. Barry does his job. And that'll turn the lineup over for Dominic Zaire. 0 for 2. Walked in the first, reached on fielder's choice and scored in the third. And he hits this one down the left field line, but that is going to be a foul ball. Wasn't going to be out. Just the question is, would it be extra bases? Just hooked foul. Again, a walk in the first, reached on fielder's choice and scored in the third. Grounded into a fielder's choice to end the fourth. Blue Sox with 1 in the second and 3 in the third, and 1 here in the top of the sixth, as that is in there for strike 2, and it is 0-2. Wolf led off with a walk. Brown doubled him home, as that missed for ball 1. Kearns can't believe it. Kearns still not happy with that call. And a swing and a miss. Good slider down and away. Kearns gets the strikeout he was looking for. 2 down for Kyle 80. 80 0 for 3, grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the first. Reached on an error in the third, struck out swinging in the fifth. As he fouls this one off for strike 1. In the bottom of the sixth, the Chiefs will have the middle third of the order due up. Passatempo, Caulfield, and Cabral. Blue Sox would like to pad that lead a little bit more here before the bottom of the sixth. As that is sliced foul the other way. 0-2, and the Chiefs may be trailing themselves, may find themselves trailing by 4, but I'll consider it a win if they get out of this with just the 1 run allowed. They won't do it there, as that runs up and in for ball 1. Just missed, ball 2. Brown at third, Jimenez at second. This is grounded foul. Wolf led off with a walk. Brown doubled him home. Jimenez drew a walk. Barry sacrificed them over to second and third. And now a full count. I think you got to challenge him here, right? It's anywhere close, you got to swing. Strike 3 called. 80 thought he had ball 4, but it is the second strikeout of the inning for Kearns. And the side is retired. The Blue Sox pick up 1, and after 5.5, it is 5-1 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. Well, after a little game of telephone there with Rick, we can tell you that the new pitcher for the Blue Sox is Jake Vesling. Vesling making his 4th appearance of the season, 1-0 with 1 save at a .175 ERA. In 8 innings of work, he's allowed 8 hits, 2 earned runs, walked 1, struck out 5, and surrendered 1 home run. That 1 home run came against the Chiefs on July 8th. Vesling got the win in that game. Going 5 innings, allowing 7 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. This is his first appearance since that July 8th game. And he needs to make 1 more appearance between tonight and one of the last 4 games of the season. The 2 Alabrandis games, the Somerville game and the Melrose game, to be postseason eligible. So Junior Pena in line for the win if this score holds. Pena going 5 innings, allowing 1 run on 5 hits, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. Middle third of the order due up for the Chiefs, Passatempo, Caulfield, and Cabral. Passatempo 1 for 2 with a single, a stolen base, and a strikeout. As Vesling misses low for ball 1. And that sails up and away for ball 2. Chiefs didn't find themselves as many hitters counts against Pena, but here's one for Passatempo. As he grounds this one to the left side. Brown, off balance throw, great stretch at first by Wolf for the out. One down for the third baseman, Andrew Caulfield. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. You know, he's happy to see Pena go, as is the rest of the bottom 5 batters in the Blue Sox order, who were a combined, in the Chiefs order rather, who were a combined 0 for 10 against Pena. First pitch from Vesling. Ball 1. This is sliced foul the other way for strike 1 to even the count. How about that MLB trade deadline yesterday? Zach Greinke going to the Astros just moments after he pitched 5 innings against the Yankees. 2-1. There was also a possibility, I don't remember, I need to check if this actually happened, there was actually a possibility that we could have had something we hadn't had in Major League Baseball in 37 years. I'll tell you about it in just a second. As this is into left field, and that will get down in front of Zaire for a 1-out hit. Corey Dickerson was traded from the Pirates to the Phillies, and he had just finished the game with the Pirates, and he had a chance to actually play in the game with the Phillies. It would have been the first time in 37 years that a player played 2 games for different teams on the same day. So that's inside for ball 1 to Manny Cabral. Struck out looking in the first, grounded out to short in the 4th. Swing and a miss, strike 1. But the Astros, they have leapt the Dodgers as the favorites at the Vegas sports books to win the World Series with their acquisition of Greinke. I mean, a rotation of Verlander and Greinke and Cole. It's just insane for a playoff push. Wonder if Greinke will have the same impact that Verlander did in his August 31st acquisition a couple years ago. Of course, there's no August trade deadline this year. It's just the one in July. This is grounded foul. A little hot foot over at the Chiefs dugout. 2-2 still the count to Cabral. Evan Reynolds is on deck. Strike 3 called. Two down. Cabral called out on strikes for the second time. And now Evan Reynolds, the second baseman. Reynolds is flown out to center and struck out swinging. And that is strike 1 to Reynolds. In the top of the 7th, the Blue Sox will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up: Ferguson, Alvarez, and Schroeder. Outside for ball 1. Misses the inside corner with a 2-seamer, 2-1. Caulfield is not threatened to run at first. Blew the fastball by him, and it's 2-2. Caulfield, in fact, is 0 for 1 in stolen base attempts this year. Chiefs have just 8 steals and 13 attempts as a team. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the side is retired. And after 6 complete, still 5-1 Blue Sox. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. LSP's next broadcast is Monday night at 7:55 p.m. when the Blue Sox host the Alabrandies. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. So as we wait for the top of the seventh to start, I'd like to know how are you guys actually watching this game? Are you? I know Chuck Andre watches these games on the YouTube app on his big screen TV. I want to know if you're watching on your PC, on your phone, if you got on your TV, if you somehow convinced a bar to put the game on their TV. I don't know. Are you watching it on YouTube? Are you watching it in the LSP browser on the LSP website? Let me know what you got, folks. Drop me a line on the comments or on Twitter. I know how Mike Gedman's watching with a bunch of chips in his lap. It's only because Nate Witkowski told me. Spying on you, Mike. Three, 4, and 5 due up for the Blue Sox here in the top of the seventh. Ferguson, Alvarez, and Schroeder. Ferguson 0 for 3, grounded out to short in the first. Reach on fielder's choice and scored in the third. Grounded out to short in the fifth. As he takes strike one from Kearns. Down and away for ball one. Pop foul into the screen. And Ferg behind 1 and 2. Rinse and spit. That's what Kearns is doing. Stepping off the rubber. And a swing and a miss. One down as Ferguson goes down on strikes. And that'll bring up Julian Alvarez, 3 for 3 with 2 ribbies and a run scored. And a double his last time up as that darts down and in for ball one. Both Alvarez and Brown 3 for 3 with a double and 2 runs batted in. Strike one. Two and one. Big cut and a miss there by Alvarez, and the count evens at 2 and 2. Up and away with a cutter there, and it's 3 and 2. On deck is Mitch Schroeder. This is laced down the left field line and fair for a base hit. Alvarez around first, and he will coast into second as it's a ground rule double. Alvarez's second double of the ball game. Alvarez, 2 doubles coming into play tonight on the season. 2 tonight in his last 2 at-bats. Schroeder 1 for 3 with a single. And that's down and away. Alvarez will take off for third. Passed ball there. So the corner infielders come in. Middle infielders, well, they were playing back. Now they start to creep in a little bit, not all the way in. As this is grounded to the left side, Caulfield looks the runner back, throws on to first, and that's not the result they wanted out of that play. 2 down. So Nate Wolf walked and scored his last time up. 0 for 2. Comes up empty for strike 1. In the bottom of the 7th, the Chiefs will have the 9-1-2 hitters due up, 8-9-1 hitters due up rather. Nick Leva, Michael Nestor, and Tony Serino. Wolf would like to come through here with a base hit and maybe put this one out of reach if he can make it a 5-run game and bring home Alvarez. Fouled off. 1-2. Hell, you'll take a walk here just so you can give Morgan Brown a chance for a 4 for 4. One-two count. Here it is. This is a little blooper into shallow center, and that will be caught by the shortstop Witkowski for the out that retires the side. So the Blue Sox strand another runner in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 7th, closing time for the Blue Sox. Blue Sox 5, Chiefs 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your next rental from Avis. So the 8-9-1 hitters, as promised for the Chiefs, Nick Levitt will lead things off. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout to left. Jake Vessling try to finish this one out. Not a save situation as he came in with a 4-run lead. This is only his second inning. Levitt taken all the way there at strike 1. Swing and a miss, tied him up, down and in, and it's 0-2. Foul tip into Schroeder's mitt for strike 3. One down here in the bottom of the 7th as Vessling picks up his 3rd straight strikeout. Leva is retired on strikes for the 2nd time, and there's one down. "11 strikeouts by Blue Sox pitching tonight." Down away for ball 1 to Michael Nestor, who has at least put the ball in play the both times he's been up. Grounded out to second in the 2nd, popped up to short in the 5th. This is grounded up the middle and through for a base hit, and Nestor makes it a 1 for 3. Tying run for the Chiefs, however, still in the dugout as the lineup turns over for Tony Serino. Serino is 2 for 3 with a single, a triple, and a run scored. Scored the only Chiefs run tonight, and that was the one that gave them the lead in the bottom of the first. As that misses outside for ball 1 to Serino. Nestor is 3 of 4 in stolen base attempts this year, so he can run. As that catches the inside corner for strike 1. I don't know how likely it is he'd be running in a 4-run game in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out. Just missed with the slider, and it's 2-1. A broken back grounder up the middle, and it's through for a base hit, despite the diving attempt by Brown. It's a broken back grounder. So that will put the tying run in the on-deck circle. You break a guy's bat like that, you think you at least get the force at second, but not to be for Jake Vesling. First and second for Nate Witkowski. And that misses for ball 1. Witkowski 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. And that skips away. And now 2 runners in scoring position on the wild pitch. Doesn't look like anybody's warming for the Blue Sox. This looks like Vesling's game. On the outside corner for strike 1. Got to get an out here. Don't want Waldrop with a chance to tie it. As that runs inside, 3-1. Ben Waldrop lurking in that on-deck circle. Got to throw a strike here. Fouled off. Three and 2 with Nestor at third and Serino at second. Lined into right field, and this will hang up long enough for Alvarez to make the catch, and Serino respects the arm. Two down, and now Ben Waldrop to the plate, and Matt Karras is going to go out and have a word with Vesling and Schroeder. That was a big out to get there. How are they going to attack the big power bat of Ben Waldrop? Waldrop's hit 3 of his 4 home runs, and driven in 12 of his 13 RBIs here at Maplewood. So he loves hitting here. Outside for ball 1. course, there's power in the on-deck circle, too, in Steve Passatempo. Ball 2. Waldrop 3 for 9 with a solo home run coming into play tonight against the Blue Sox. Grounds this one to the right side through for a base hit. 1 run scores. Being held at third is Sereno. And I meant Nestor respecting the arm. So Nestor scores. Sereno holds at third. It's 5-2. And now the tying run to the plate in the person of Steve Passatempo. So Waldrop 2 for 4. Passatempo 1 for 3. And that's on the outside corner for strike 1. One swing of the bat could tie it for the Andre Chiefs. Passatempo's got the power to do it. Swing and a miss. 0-2, Chiefs down to their final strike. Sereno at third, Waldrop at first. Good block by Schroeder, and it's 1-2. Passatempo singled home Sereno for the first Chiefs run all the way back in the first. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Vesling gets out of it, eliminates Passatempo as the potential tying run, and the Blue Sox improve to 19-4-1 and assure themselves at least a share of the Intercity League regular season crown. So in a game that took 1 hour and 59 minutes, the winning pitcher is Junior Pena. Pena is now 2-0. The losing pitcher is Tim Dunphy. Dunphy is now 3-3. No save. The final totals for the Blue Sox, who again improved to 19-4-1. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors, and 8 left. And for the Andre Chiefs, who fall to 11-12, 2 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors, and 8 left. Our players of the game: Junior Pena, 5 innings of 1-run ball with 8 strikeouts. Julian Alvarez, 4 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 ribbies. And Morgan Brown, 3 for 3 with a double and 2 ribbies. Now the Blue Sox win the season series against the Chiefs 3-1. And now the last week of the season approacheth. 2 games against the Alabrandies, 1 against the Royals, 1 against the Americans. Blue Sox just need 1 point in those final 4 games to wrap up the #1 overall seed. So with that said, this has been a presentation of the Lexington Blue Sox in association with Local Sports Productions, serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Sorry, folks. Copyright 2019, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Lexington Blue Sox or Local Sports Productions is strictly prohibited. A reminder that LSP is a proud partner of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your next rental from Avis. LSP's next broadcast is Monday night at 7:55 p.m. when the Blue Sox host the Alabrandies. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live. Then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Once again, the final score from Maplewood Field at Malden Catholic High School in Malden, Mass. It is the Lexington Blue Sox 5 and the Andre Chiefs 2. My name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.